Wakenya mbona mnashtuka with what's happening in Mandera? The Jubaland forces issue. This is a very long story. Actually, it's been happening as far as during the time of Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. The Jubaland forces, they are the people who are the true custodians of the illegal sugar smuggling, illegal human trafficking, illegal sale of arms across the 800-kilometer porous border. This is a president, their leader is called Ahmed Madobe. Apparently, Somalia have regional states. And the person who is in charge of the state of Jubaland is called Ahmed Madobe. When Ahmed Madobe was vying for the elections for the seat, Aden Duale, who was a Kenyan politician back then, the leader of majority for the National Assembly, he outrightly vocalized and voiced his support for Ahmed Madobe. Even when the president of the country was saying Kenya is using Jubaland leader to destabilize Somalia, that was Abdullahi Farmajo, Uhuru Kenyatta never cared. In 2020, they sent a delegation to Jubaland without informing the leadership of the Federal Republic of Somalia. Okay? Ahmed Madobe has been to Nairobi making behind-the-door deals and discussions with the Kenyan government. So when they are so comfortable roaming around, they know nobody is going to hold them accountable. Nobody is going to uphold Article 248 of the Kenyan Constitution, respecting our territorial integrity. You remember with what happened in Lake Turkana, when the Merile community crossed across the border from Ethiopia and they killed some innocent Turkana fishermen, and they went back. Nobody was asking them anything. Go and read the report by this guy called Jacob Rasmussen. You will be able to understand how millions of money are being shared between our forces, Al-Shabaab, and the Jubaland state forces. So these guys, they know what they are doing. They are big-time beneficiaries of this system. Okay? So Wakenya musishtuke when, I don't know what is her name, Soipan Tuya, the CS for Defense, she doesn't know a thing about what's happening in Jubaland. This is a leader, the Madobe guy, who is at crossroad with President Muhammad and before that, President Abdullahi Farmajo. Okay? And the money they loot, they use the same way, the same analogy of what's happening in South Sudan. All the money, all the lootings of the war is being invested in Nairobi. So the taxpayers' money that is being looted from the Somali people is being invested in Nairobi also. We are dealing with a cross-border international human trafficking, arms smuggling, and illegal sugar smuggling syndicate. Wakenya musishtuke. Gone are the days when people respect our territorial integrity. Mukae mukijua. And they will be here to stay. Mandera is like their home. Nobody is going to chase them out. Gone are the days when the forces of this country walikuwa na respect as far as Kosovo, as far as Bosnia, as far as Sierra Leone. Okay? So Wakenya musishtuke. And the lead contact person, because he is not going to be fired, is Aden Duale. Yeah. Na ndugu zetu Waluya, mutakuwa munajiuliza maswali. Why up to now Mumia Sugar Company is running and yet they are incurring losses? The moment you will understand how this illegal sugar smuggling is just being repackaged in the name of Mumia Sugar with cabs doing nothing, and then we find it on our shelves in the supermarkets and retail shops, ndo mutakuja kujua how our resources are being looted left, right, and center. Meanwhile, yeah, sarakasi endele. William Ruto is untouched. No, non-remorseful. They are there to stay. They've always been there. It's only that the media came out and said Jubaland forces are just harassing people in Mandera. They've been doing that with Uganda, as far as I think during the time of Mwai Kibaki. You remember very well. During the general election violence, there were reports of armed forces, the LRA, crossing the border into Kisumu and harassing the residents of Kisumu. Kenyans, let us eat our own ignorance. Ukitembea hapa nje useme territorial integrity, supremacy of the people. This is not how these people in leadership view it. Tuzidi kumakinika.